Hello and welcome back to more Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward, where in the last episode, we solved the puzzle in the treatment center. It was so much fun. We got to play Mastermind, we played a little bit of a board game. It was so much fun, and story-wise, we learned that apparently there are 3 people here that were cryogenically frozen and then awoken for some reason. We have no clue who they were, or how long they were out for, or anything like that. We're just gonna keep playing and hope that mysteries start to solve themselves soon. Alright, Clover, we should probably head into.
Okay.
Oh, also, we're about to play the second round of the AB game, and we are going to choose to ally. Because it doesn't behoove us at all to betray. Especially after the last, like, it was fun to do it last time to kind of see how things would go. But right now, it does not benefit anybody to not choose ally. So, especially since Quark can't vote, we can...
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Because Quark can't vote because he's unconscious, he's gonna default to ally, so we're gonna get ourselves up to 8 BP easily. Yeah, you told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this, and I'm not gonna do that. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Yes, absolutely. Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
No one can tell me anything!
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
Why would I laugh? I won't laugh.
Really?
I promise you, I will not laugh.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Fastest reverse card in history. I'm not gonna tell you because you would find it hilarious. I'm like, okay, great, I love to laugh. And even if I do, I wouldn't laugh anyway. Tell me anyway. And then she's like, nope. Not gonna tell you. Clover, come on. Hey, come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
What secret do you... What? Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji.
Yes, I got that, but... Why can't you... What, are you gonna tell me that he's his older self? Because I won't laugh at that because I predicted that.
If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji.
Is that actually the route we're going here? Because if so, that'd actually be kind of cool if you do it correctly.
Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. Just know that you'll keep him safe.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense. That there's no reason for you to trust her over anybody else.
I can't betray somebody who...
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true...
What do you mean who he really is? You think he's using a fake name?
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Please, choose ally.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose ally. You aren't gonna try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you, so...
Alright. With that, I turn to face the voting machine. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna pick ally. Question was whether I do ally or betray. I'm gonna choose ally. Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray him with something like that? Only a monster would take advantage of it to help us shot for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on the floor believed was true. It was unlikely to get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I have 9 BP. I wouldn't be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
3, 2, 1.
Ally. Don't even have to think about it. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Great, we win.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
Not that we had a choice, but you know.
Ambidex gates now opening.
What did you choose, Sigma?
Can't you see? Like, the screen's right there. You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
What? Wait a minute. Kay and Alice and Dio? I mean, Dio doesn't surprise me because it's, you know, it's Dio. But Kay and Alice? Really?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
This is fascinating.
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that. No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose Ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only 1 BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote Ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted Ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
Thanks for making that crystal clear, Kay. We definitely didn't know that.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose Ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was Betray. Picking Ally when I knew you guys would pick Betray would have been suicide.
you can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no, but I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine, everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be Betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked Ally.
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over, life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place.
No. I already explained to you why he wouldn't leave, because he doesn't remember anything to go back to. It does not behoove him to leave without us.
That's why I chose Betray.
Like, yes, he could be lying, but, you know, I have faith in him. I believe him. He seems like a nice guy. I believe him.
I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
No, you didn't. You little lying sack of crap. Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indigently and stalking away. Well, if you can't think of something, then I'll do it for you. Kay doesn't remember anything. Again, he could be lying, but I have faith in him. I believe that he is telling the truth, that he genuinely cannot remember anything. So if we take that to be the truth, that he doesn't have any, that he doesn't remember any family to go back to, he doesn't remember any friends to go back to, which means that he won't know what the hell to do when he steps outside those doors. He won't remember where to go or what to, like, he won't remember where his home is or who he lives with or anything. So it will be of significant benefit to him if there's someone out there with him who can help him, you know, get his life back and find out who he was. So if he goes out by himself, that's not really a great idea for him now, is it? You idiot. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the door sliding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the star round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys.
Interesting.
The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
So we just spam ally and then we win. As many times as we want, huh? Then that means
We can play the AB game as many times as we want.
so we just spam ally and then we win.
Right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are at this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Okay. I see. Luna and Clover, Luna and Clover are cyan pair, and Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. K is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those with white ones down in the Floor B warehouse that apparently turned cyan before we left.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Phi nodded and began to explain. Option A, Tenmyoji and Quark pair up with me to open one door. Yeah, I'm sure he'll love that option. Phi and Alice pair up with Dio to open another door. Luna and Clover, yeah, okay. I don't really care about it.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes.
Oh.
No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors.
Well, Tenmyoji, I am sincerely sorry, but it looks like you're stuck with me.
Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh god, I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
Speaking of not thinking things through.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Accelavir, right?
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of jerk wouldn't I? Or, sorry, what kind of jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, Clover, Phi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
Sounds like a plan. We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. Okay. Don't show me a map again. Okay, good. I thought you were going to show me the very lengthy process of walking between locations again. Fortunately, it didn't. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse? Well, let's head downstairs
Good
then.
idea.
I do admit, I like that Clover's back. I mean, she did kind of, kill us in one ending, but when she wasn't trying to kill us, she was actually a really good character, so I'm happy to see that she came back for the sequel. I don't know why. I stand by my theory that she and Alice are working with the government, or some kind of secret spy agency, to try to shut this down from the inside. But, I do find it odd that of all the characters, she was the one. Because that's the strangest thing about, okay, no, there's a lot of strange things about 999, but the thing that bugged me the most, I could have, no, I couldn't have, I was gonna say I could look past it, I could have, reluctantly tried to swallow the fact that, all the nonsense surrounding the garbage time travel, not time travel, you know what I mean when I say time travel nonsense, if they just gave resolution to Junpei and Akane's storyline, but they didn't. They just, hard stop at the end of that game with, no resolution to that whatsoever. It is just so bizarre that of all the characters they chose to bring back, they chose Clover. Why?
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but...
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
Remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6?
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Well, I hear Sigma's really great at brute forcing his way past problems, so why don't you just give it to him? Damn it, just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're...
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, alright?
Got it.
Okay.
We looked everywhere we could think of but turned up nothing. Eventually I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think of the deals with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions, we were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? They belong to the OWCA, the organization without a cool acronym. Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Alright.
Promise?
Promise. I don't care about Alice, so that's perfectly fine. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention and a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of the Called it! Called it! Agents of the... the SOIS. The SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that pose a threat to the state of citizenry. That sounds like you know in the first Toy Story movie where Buzz Lightyear reads off a script like, I protect the galaxy from the evil Emperor Zurg, sworn enemy of the Galactic Alliance, and it cuts to Woody reading the back of the Buzz Lightyear box he came in, and it's the same thing. It just what it says in the back of the box is the same thing he's saying out loud, and it's freaking hilarious. That sounds like that just sounds like you're just reading off a script right here. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I played the Nonary Game twice before, right? Well, this is after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice, she was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as a part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in and we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how playing the Nonary Game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought that there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. Well, not all of you, because Akane and Santa, I can't imagine they got home scot-free. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. I mean, that seems like a reasonable thing to do after, you know, I mean, I don't know. I feel like after the first time is when you'd be like, alright, maybe we need to tighten up security. But then at the second time, it's like, alright, let's call in the special forces here to make sure this never happens again. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. He was in both of my last two Nonary games, too. Anyway, we've been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom, though, so after all that, these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy-looking guys. I couldn't stand it. So when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So that's a brilliant idea. What? 10 out of 10 genius ideas from from Clover and Snake over here. Hey, I hate the fact that bodyguards are killing us all day long. But the reason why my mom hired these bodyguards is because we keep getting kidnapped. What should we do? I know, run away! What a great idea! That won't freak out my parents at all. Yeah, we went missing for the third goddamn time. What if 200 IQ plays from Clover and Snake over here? I worked in a cafe and he composed music. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own. Okay, my brother doesn't have anything to do with it. I mean, no. If you're a fan of a musician, it is not weird to want to sing or play their songs. That's what. Okay. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Nonary game. They put us all in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar, too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Nonary game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access, by the way, chills just shot down my spine. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know. Yeah, I don't need to be told how this works. I remember how it. Alice gathered up all the kids from that experiment. I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she brought in was an esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. So, by the way, all this you can tell me, but why you? But why the Tenmyoji's secret? That's gotta stay a secret because that's the thing you think I'm gonna laugh at. But all this you think that Sigma's gonna be fine with, Sure thing. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government crews wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way! I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all. Most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple of days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Nonary game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Oh, wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too, but the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Nonary game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. Yeah, that seems like a logical thing for him to do. I can believe that that's something he would do. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei equals like 7, another person from the second Nonary game. Akane equals one of the people behind the second Nonary game. Thanks for spelling it all out for us, pal. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of it this time, it was, be a man, we must be swift.
I'm not sure about that.
Nobody in their right mind was talking to you, Alexa. Nobody. What did I even say? What did I say? I didn't say anything. What did I say that, I swear to God, she never turns on when I call her name, but the second I say anything else, she's like, oh, did you call my name? No, I didn't actually. Thank you for noticing. Freaking, and I was in the middle of singing Make a Man Out of You, because, it's a training montage. The moment's gone. Thanks, Alexa. Okay, where was I? Half the time was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. Alexa, what was the last question I asked you?
I heard. Once I was trained.
What? So I said once I was trained. So all I can think is that I said for the next couple months, and I said that fast enough because it's like EXT. All I could, and that saying that fast enough made her think that I was saying her name. That's okay. That's ridiculous. Whatever. She trained. Great. They'd actually known about espers for quite a while and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetics field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Again. Alice had to come and rescue me. I had been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used the information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day where we would strike. Well, listen, that just what a convenience. What a coincidence. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. Well, that was one hell of an exposition dump, so let's review. So, oh boy, I was correct, I called it, not that it was hard to call, but Clover and Alice are secret spies working for a government agency trying to destroy the Nonary games. Though I was wrong, I thought that they had been planted here to try to shut down from the inside. I was wrong, they just got captured because their plan was foiled. Characters from the first game. Junpei is traveling the world trying to find Akane. Which, you know, that seems logical. I don't know how he would have possibly been able to track her down when I don't even think he could have possibly known where she went. But, okay, best of luck to you, pal. Oh, and, oh god, this is quite a game. Okay, and when you woke up, you were in the warehouse. Yeah. All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now?
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah, if there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Right, whatever. No, you can't just keep dropping these things and then running away. I have some other questions, so moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right? Okay, so who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Oh my god, you can't tell me anything. What, why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too much?
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I'm not gonna tell her. I don't care about Alice. I'm not gonna betray your trust for her, for God's sake. I already told you I wouldn't tell her. But what? Fine, let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know?
No, all we know is soon.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things that are going to be happening soon, but like Halo Infinite's coming out soon in 2021, but that doesn't mean anything. For all I know, we're going to have to wait until next December to play Halo Infinite, which I'm not going to be happy about. But, you know, whatever. That can mean just about anything.
Yeah, it could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait, you mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them? The first game was like everyone lied to protect Akane.
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out too.
So you're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Fee, and Luna are all lying? Guess they are all a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
What? Purifying the unclean?
Oh, unclean, 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 unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up. Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een.
Een! Een! She looked up suddenly excited.
Neostigmine.
Neo what?
Did you forget it already?
No, I didn't.
I'm talking about this stuff.
Yeah, the thing we found in the injector thing. As she spoke up, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun complete with a vial of medication. Alright, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea what it was though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly.
Are you saying you've heard about this Neostigmine stuff before? Or I guess Neostigmine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
Okay, well don't bury the hatchet here. What is it?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of colon esterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurine.
Oh! So it's not exactly what I thought it was gonna be,
do I have to
but it
make
is still an antidote. It's an antidote for the poison in the bracelets.
Okay, fine. I'll start.
I mean, that's still incredibly useful.
The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurine. Following me?
Tubocurine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First, is this over real?
Yeah, thanks. I remember. Thanks. So you're saying this Neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me
Yeah, well,
say it?
Sigma isn't exactly the brightest bulb on the tree. So, you know, or the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree. So it's not, you shouldn't be surprised by this. So we can just inject ourselves with this so we get penalized?
Yeah. We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
Oh. That means we can only use it on one person?
Yeah.
Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
Best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey, Clover, wait! Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Damn. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Okay, wow. That was quite the exposition dump. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, not Fi. Fi, can you hear me? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. No, no. Got her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. That's your only concern? You look pretty tired. Get some rest. What? How is that your reaction to that? What? You can't be this dense! Sigma, what are you doing? Oh my god. You saw this happen already. What do you think is going on? Oh great, now I get to play the game of watch and run through the freaking building again. Great, thanks. I love, this is my favorite part. My favorite part is when we get to watch him run through the entire building. Great. Okay. You don't care at all that Fi is probably just, okay. Sigma. You're not giving me any more reasons to like you here, buddy. Okay, we're here. Yeah, I know, we're here. You can stop showing me around. Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room is empty. Luna and Tenmyoji were gone too. They'd left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. Guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I'm on my way out of the treatment center. Don't show me the map again. Don't pull up. Don't. Okay, good. What is this room? What is this room? What the? Oh, that was the pantry. Oh, that was the pantry. Okay. Warehouse B. Are we gonna? Don't. This is one thing that really annoys me about both the Zero Escape games so far, is that they really like to show me every single goddamn room. like, every single one. If we're trying to get somewhere, they're gonna show every single room in the entire building until eventually we arrive at our destination. It's like, you don't have to show this, you know? Like, you could just skip past this. Like, we really don't need to see you check every single room. Like, it's really not necessary. I know you think it is. What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Even every single room is empty. Wait. There's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Now do we get to watch you what? Yep, here we go. We get to watch him walk to the... Oh, never mind. It's right there. Okay. But still, I mean, like, you didn't need to pull up the map. It was right there. I mean, like, come on. Infirmary. Okay. Is there a party going on in the infirmary? What the... What? I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. What happened? I felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hands while I looked down to see blood. A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why? This can't be real. How could... What? 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 In the middle of the lake of blood, it's like an island of flesh were bodies. There were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Okay, so it's Dio, Alice, Clover, Luna, Fi. Wait, how is Fi here? How is Fi here? How did she beat me here? What, in Tenmyoji? What the fuck? Had these sliced themselves open or stab one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood, whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. All scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle, blade streaked with gore. That's how they died, this tiny blade. What the Oh god, this is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This night will no, don't, stop, no. Whatever you're about to do, don't do it. No, stop, no, Jesus Christ! Ah! What the fuck? What? Wait a minute, what? I don't... That's the ending?! Oh my god. And I get it, right? Like, it's not the true ending, it's just one of the endings, but... Like, come on, man. Really? They really love the everybody dies ending. That's just their go-to ending. Holy crap. Okay, so let's try to recap there. Who wasn't? There was at least one person. Like, obviously Quark wasn't there because he was in the thing. K wasn't there. K was the one that wasn't there. I don't think I saw K there. So K wasn't with them. So everyone just dies then. So is the implication there that K did actually kill them? Because if so, then, oh man, he really tricked us all. I was convinced that he was. I was fully convinced that he genuinely didn't remember anything, but clearly that assumption was really incorrect. And wow, I shouldn't be shocked anymore because, like, the first game also... Okay, look, I'm just gonna say this up front. Please don't make all the bad endings everybody dies, because that would, like, really, really suck if all the endings were just the exact same thing. Except, like, they were just all a different variation of everybody dies. That wouldn't be good. That would be out. That would actually be awful. Like, I hated it enough in the first game. I don't need to see that here again. But, oh man, that was... I mean, like, we got a lot of information about Clover in a really, really long exposition section, but then it just, like, dead stopped. How did Fi get back to the freaking infirmary before me? So, like, does the virus possess people and then make them want to kill themselves? Like, why? Clover end. Achievement unlocked. Every enemy begins somewhere. Secret agent woman. Okay, so that was Clover's end. That was the Clover ending. Okay, save. Yeah, overwrite. So that was okay. So that was one of the 9 endings. What was this choice? Yep. Okay, so if we chose to betray, then we would have gotten what I'm assuming is like the bad version of the Clover ending. Well, okay, I've only been recording for about 40 minutes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this point, and I'm going to choose to betray instead, just so we can see what the other ending's going to be like, and like see, like, it could be completely meaningless and just be like complete trash, but on the off chance that there's something meaningful there, I'm going to, like, it could just be an immediate death or whatever, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I want to get all the endings, so we'll go after, wait, I need to stop doing the all skip, okay.
What did you choose, Sigma? No.
I mean, if this takes forever, then I'll
That's
just...
as good as saying you chose Betray.
I'm just gonna skip around a little bit, just to see, I mean, like, in theory, this should just be an immediate end, right? Because if we choose Betray, that means we have 9 points, so we can just leave. So is it just gonna be us leaving? I mean, I guess we'll find out.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Guess we're getting out of here.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse, and as I ran for the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
He'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer, I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit, that son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye. Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die.
Give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah, he's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey, now don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me,
Give it
then...
up. Charge!
I spun back around to face the door. There it was right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least I tried. Happened in a blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Let me go! Let go of me, goddammit! I could feel something huge, heavy metal press against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once. If I don't...
I know. Go, Clover. Huh? You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out. But this is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
That's...
Stop complaining and go. That door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but it was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
What, did she just, like, shuck you under the door? I couldn't see what happened, I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice! Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary Game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Well, that was a crap ending. That was even worse than the last one. Okay, well, that was crap. I mean, all right, great. So I was correct then. It's you get a character ending and then a bad ending, and I'm guessing that's consistent for all of these then. Okay, so all right, well, so the first ending was interesting up until the actual ending, because, you know, we got more details about Clover and the agency and all that. And then everyone just died, and then the game ended, because that's just, they really like to just kill everyone and then cut to credits. This one, like, I get it's not supposed to be very deep and all that, because it's literally a game over bad ending, but it's still, it's still, like, just, so, I don't know if I'm going to be showing these. I'm going to be going after all of them, just because, you know, I want to complete this flowchart 100%. I mean, if they're all as short as the one we just saw, then I'll throw them in at the end of the video, like when we actually encounter an ending. Other than that, I don't know. There's clearly nothing to write home about. But now the problem is that, so, I didn't want to back out. Hold on, let me, December 25th, 2028, wait, what? Wait a minute. Ow! Is this just the beginning of the game again? Yeah, okay, so hold on. In that case, okay, we're gonna skip until we get to a point where I can open the menu. Okay, flow. So the problem here is that, this was my first blind playthrough, where I didn't know anything, and I just played, I made the decisions that I would have made, and I got this ending. So now that I've done that, I'm going to, so the problem is I want to get all the endings, but I don't want to, like, I want to make sure I follow the steps to get them all. So I'm gonna need to use some kind of guide, but I don't want to use any spoiler guides. I also don't know what order to get them. I don't know which one of these. I don't want to find the true ending first. Is the point here? So I'm gonna do some research on my own. I'm gonna find some kind of guide that shows me which one is the true ending, so I know what order to not do this in. And then once I have that all sorted out, I'll start the next episode with the game plan, and then we'll go from there. But that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next episode to catch you all tomorrow for some more Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Goodbye.